I wasn't really introduced to Brecht at school or college. I was more Stanislavski and naturalism. So I think it's changed my opinion of what I can and can't do in theatre.
I wouldn't say it's changed. I'd say it's been the same. I've just been more interested in it. Yeah. Because in school we were like introduced to it, but not that much, and then we were kind of tamed into not doing everything. And then come to university, we have more room to explore.
I think I know more about his influences now, which kind of help, which I didn't kind of understand, I don't think, before uni, but looking at influences now is kind of one of my starting points if I was looking at a practitioner.
I think at university it's a lot more broad, so you can have you can go down different paths. Whereas at school you're very you're set and you're told what you want to do, what you have to do, and what subjects you have to take. Whereas at uni you have the opportunity to explore what you want to explore and find yourself as a practitioner.
At school I feel there's more support in terms of finding a yes or no answer, but at university I feel like there's support finding everything in between the yes and no and everything outside of the yes and no, and yeah, you have more freedom.
There's no such thing as a good performance because it's completely subjective. I could think a performance is good and somebody else could think it's equally terrible. It's just the way that I think everything is. Everything's completely subjective, and it's the same with university as a whole. It's completely what you make of it, and that's why I think people's opinions of work shouldn't matter as much, because if you can justify it and it's good to you, then it's good in general.
Before you came to university, what did you think was good acting?
It was just something that was believable. I was not really introduced to anything that I have studied here at uni, so I was never introduced to post-dramatic theatre or epic theatre, and it was all very naturalistic. And now that I've come to uni, it's a massive wide spectrum of performing arts, and I think you can't have that opinion of what is the definition of a good piece of theatre.
When we did The Irresistible Rise of Arturo Ui, I learned a lot more, not about theatre, but I also learned about history and politics and stuff, and I'm not really interested in it because I should be, but I'm not. And
yes. Itself, it has benefits because if you're studying it and you're interested in it, it gets you into looking at social and political aspects of kind of plays and books and anything that I think when you're younger you kind of overlook. But just in terms of itself, it kind of teaches you that there's not necessarily right and wrong. There's a lot more give than you think in work and in processes, and I think it just kind of reflects in life in general. You don't always have to be kind of right.
Sophie, do you think that studying epic theatre and Brecht has other benefits for students besides performance skills?
Yeah, I think it massively opens your eyes to what a performance can actually be and where it can actually go. I think in school and college I was always we work so hard to put a musical on or we a play on, and you hide everything that goes on behind the scenes, and you make it perfect and nothing can go wrong, and you have all your transitions and stuff. But I've learned quite a lot that it's not necessarily the performance, it's what goes on behind the scenes, and showing that and showing the making of something.